is a Ninjago 4 Plus set.
I think we can all agree that Ninjago 4 Plus isn't the greatest line of sets we've ever gotten.
I am taking it upon myself to build this 4 Plus set, look at, just some of its problems, and then fix it.
The first step to do any of this is to build the set.
I'm actually building this on stream. Alright, let's do this.
What's going on, everybody? It has been quite a couple of days since I built the Ninjago Legacy bike. And I ran into a couple of issues. First of all, I didn't fix it at all because right after I built the set on stream, I got sick, bad sick, for quite a couple of days. And then right as I started to feel better, it was Thanksgiving. And so now, finally it's done, and I have been looking at it, and I realize this thing is not that bad.
I actually like this thing now. Just honestly, considering it's 4 Plus and only $10, it's actually really good. And honestly, it would look even better if you just were to fix and take those swords off. Because Kai's Blade Cycle can't have the Swords of Fire on it because the Sword of Fire is what made it. So if you were to just change that, I honestly think this set would just be really just fine. But I still want to make this video, so I got another one.
Let's open it.
Amazon kind of damaged my box. Oh my goodness. Here it is, the Lloyd's Ninja Mech Core 4 Plus set. I just think this set is kind of bulky, and I think I can make it look good, but also still be a simple build for 4 Plus.
Build it.
So, I finished the build, and I gotta say, it's actually better than I thought it would be, out of the box. It's not as chunky on the back, but it still does look a bit weird. So, I'm going to fix this thing. Because I do have a few complaints. I feel like this, the torso, this area that Lloyd sits in, can be a bit smaller. Make it more look like a torso. And then I feel like I can make these arms look a bit better. And then we just have to do a different piece for the legs. I just don't think that looks good.
Let's do it. Okay, so I have started to come up with a sort of simple torso that is also 4 Plus and can make sense for kids. But now I need to start using some of the pieces that come in the actual set, so I gotta do something. Alright guys, I've officially completed Lloyd's mech. I really tried to make it simple as much as I could, but honestly, you can be the judge on it in the comments, but it could be considered a 4 Plus set, but I feel like it might be sort of like Zane's mech, more like a 6 Plus type thing. But that's just my opinion. I think it was a bit complicated. Let me just go ahead and show it to you because it looks sick.
Without further ado, let me show you Lloyd's new and improved Ninja Mech. As you can see, this thing looks sick. Let me go ahead and show it to you. Let me move that out of the way. But here it is. So I kind of just shrink down the torso because as you can see on all Evo Mechs, this surprised me. But you can actually see exposed legs. I didn't intend to do it exposed legs in the first place. I was gonna go ahead and fix it. When I looked at all the Evo mechs, I was like, oh, that's actually perfect. All the mechs have exposed legs. So what I tried to do here was simplify all of the different building techniques. So all the different armor and stuff that are on the arms, we just really made it really basic, just that little sort of thing with the green plate on top. Then I added this just for a bit extra detail, like a spinny little point there. And I did that for both sides, but I kept the ball joint arms because I knew that if they used ball joints, I could use other ball joints there and keep the arms the same. But as you can see on the back, I didn't use any crazy building techniques. I just used a bunch of plates. So if the kids can put ball joints together and put plates on top of each other, I really do think that this can be considered 4 Plus because you're just putting plates on stuff. I mean, I didn't really use anything, and we know that they can put pins in pieces. If you saw in the Kai's Blade Cycle 4 Plus, they put pins together. But for the legs was where I really had to think outside the box because if you see on any Evo mech, they use ball joints. but you can see on any Ninjago mech for 4+, they don't use ball joints for the legs. So I guess you can kind of tell that they think too much ball joints can make it too complicated. So I went with the clip route. So while other legs can go all sorts of ways, these are still very posable. You've got the top joint and then the bottom foot joint, and then the sort of just like kind of knee ankle thing in the middle, which I do think looks pretty good there in the back. But I kept that shield piece that the original one used and just kind of put it right there with some more like armor leg things. So I just kind of put a joint there, which was, I just used clips because clips are easy to put on. They're really simple. I think they really work well to still keep the building simple. And then I just put another clip down there at the bottom, just use some bricks. So I really do think that if you're really looking at this, it looks a lot better. You know, it really fits in with the other Evo mechs. It kind of like fits in a lot better. It's obviously missing the flag and there's some like armor stuff, but I was more worried about keeping the build simple because we're trying to fix a Ninjago 4+ set, not just make a new Ninjago set. So I really do think for the price of the set and everything and the building techniques I had to use, this thing looks super sick, and the torso can still go down and everything. So yeah. And I also, just a little fix, you can see on there that they use like a completely brown thing for the side build, but I saw that they had like used this, so I wanted to keep it more desert, so I added that. A small fix, but nonetheless it still looks kind of good. And then the snake stayed the same, but honestly I think this thing looks sick. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this funny journey of 4+, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and gracious, I will see you in the next one. Bye!